Yo, what's up guys? You got II here today, back again, bringing you the Hive Mega Beedrill Season 4 Week 3 match versus Turk. And if you guys want to know the team I'm bringing, I will put the team builder in the description. But Turk is bringing Mew, Raikou, Turtonator, Tapu Bulu, potentially Z, Bulu and Z Raikou, Mega Sharpedo, and the Quillfish. And I'm rocking the Mienshao, Mega Altaria, Thunderous Therian, Alakazam, Chandelure, and the Mudsdale. And basically the plan this week was to always lead Chandelure and try to get or weaken something. And that is exactly what I do. I am Sash Chandelure, and I do have the Psychic, Flamethrower, Shadow Ball, and the Energy Ball. So if you wanted to lead pretty much anything on his team, they would be taking some massive damage. But he leads Bulu, which is fine with me. I'm the Flame Body. If he does want to go for Stone Miss, he could potentially do that. I'm Modest, so if he was a Jolly variant of Tapu Bulu, he would outspeed. But I am also Sash, so I just go straight for the Flamethrower. And judging from the damage, it seems that he is the Assault Vest variant. I know Flamethrower wouldn't really do much anyway, but Chandelure is actually pretty powerful. So, judging from the damage and the Shadow Ball damage, I can actually determine that he is Assault Vest actually. And I was kind of surprised by this play. He went for the Fire Blast, even though I guess he expected me to switch out to something like maybe Mudsdale or Altaria, maybe. But I could have easily been Flash Fire Chandelure. But regardless, he actually hits, and Chandelure's Sash is pretty much broken. So the plan with Chandelure is to basically get off as much damage on anything as possible. And if Assault Vest Turtonator is weakened, then potentially Z Thunders could clean up with the agility. But he goes for Earthquake, and because of grassy terrain, it's not going to be able to do much, as I just believe I spam Shadow Ball. Yeah, it doesn't really have very good switch-ins. Sharpedo can take one, but even then it takes a ton of damage from that. And that right there makes the difference in whether or not Dazzling Gleam from Sash Alakazam kills. So that's fantastic for me. I do go Altaria. I doubt he's going to Ice Fang that turn, but because he gets the defense drop there, I'm pretty much forced to switch. Ice Fang is going to do a ton, and if I lose Altaria, I basically lose a Bulu answer, kind of. But he goes Quillfish, as I do double out into the Mudsdale. And I'm kind of thinking he's probably Taunt, maybe Shuckleberry. Scald, not too concerned about. Really, Mudsdale's only job this match is to get up rocks and to lure in Sharpedo. I'm Pasho Berry, so even if he goes for Waterfall Scald, it's still not going to be able to do much. I just go for the Earthquake, trying to scout some damage, as he does turn out to be a defensive area of Quillfish. Bulu is always a switch into this, but just in case he wants to get up hazards this point in the match, I do just go for the Earthquake once again. Now, my Bulu answers are very limited. At this point in the match, I don't know what set he is, and this is a pretty easy prediction of Stone Edge. So, I basically go into Chandelure. Chandelure Sash is broken, so it's not the most useful one on my team, but I didn't want to switch in Mienshao and potentially take a Horn Leech and die. So he goes for Stone Edge there, killing Chandelure, which is fine. I still have a plan. I do go into Mienshao, I do a Poison Jab, but I'm not going to go for it. Mainly because I know he's going to switch and going to go into Quillfish to try to get some hazards up, so I just go for the U-turn. I know he's going to switch there. I do go into Thunderous and try to get some damage off, more damage off than actually Turtonator, or whatever else he wants to bring in, as he does bring in the Turtonator. But what this does is it allows me to double into Mudsdale here and attempt to get up some Stealth Rocks, which is key in this match if I want to win with potentially Sash Dam or Agility Thunderous. He goes for the Fire Blast there. No burn, thankfully, and Grassy Terrain is going to heal me just a little bit. But honestly, I was never really clicking Earthquake that turn. Earthquake that turn would be terrible. If I were him, I probably would have just stayed in and tried to get as much damage on Mudsdale as possible. Stealth Rock was a very obvious answer, especially if you're not Defog Mew, then you don't really have an answer to Stealth Rocks or any form of hazards. But I do go for the Stealth Rocks here. Tapu Bulu was an easy switch in at this point in the match. I did not have the Heavy Slam, so I could not go for that, predicting it. But now I'm going to go into Altaria. Again, Altaria is really mainly there for things like Bulu. potentially Mega Sharpedo, but I figured Mudsdale might be a bit more helpful in that regard, mainly because Altaria does still take a lot from Ice Fang, and yeah. So I'm going to force him to make a prediction or go for the Horn Leech, as he does go for the Horn Leech. I do go into Mega Altaria, and obviously I Mega Evolve to take hits better, as he does go for the Smart Strike. As you can see, that does pitiful damage, because I am a defensive Altaria this week, so I go for the Flamethrower just to scout how much damage, and it looks to be like a very bulky Bulu. So that's very good to know, because now I can easily Roost Up. Definitely not Banded, judging from that damage, as Quillfish is going to come in, and Quillfish is kind of an issue, kind of not. It does allow me to set up with Thunderous, but again, I do not want him trying to get up T-Spikes, or any form of hazard for that matter, but Spikes is better than T-Spikes at this point in the game, so I'm just going to keep clicking the Hyper Voice, and potentially trying to kill the Quillfish. He doesn't go for the Poison Jab and gets the immediate Poison, which is unfortunate, but again, Altaria wasn't very key in this match. It was really only meant to switch into certain Mons and take a hit, so something else in my team doesn't die. He does go into Mew, and this kind of tells me that he is something of a defensive Mew variant. He is Calm Mind, and he does reveal the leftovers, so that tells me that obviously he's not Z, and it tells me that he's probably a bulky variant of Mew. So I go into Mudsdale. I do pack the Roar, as he does go for the Iron Defense, and it does look to be potentially stored power. Maybe not, maybe it's Psychic, as it is revealed to be Psychic. Doesn't do too much to Mudsdale, as I am able to roar him out of the match. Not the match, but that round. Sharpedo comes out, and that is a free Earthquake in case he wants to go for the Liquidation. Again, I am the Pasho Berry, so I will be able to take a hit. Tapu comes out, and now is the time for me to basically stack the Altaria. No reason not to. Again, because Stealth Rocks are up, Thundurus is looking very good this match. All I need to really do is weaken the Raikou just a little bit before I set up and win the game. I do go into Thundurus at this point in the match, and I do go for the Sludge Wave. He'll probably sack Turtonator at this point in the game, and that's completely fine by me. Because rocks are up, I am able to kill it. And again, he doesn't know if I'm Scarfed at this point, and I prefer to keep it that way. I've only locked myself into one move each time Thundurus was brought in, but now, as I said in Team Builder, I can pivot out into Mean Show. And because he's fearing the Scarf, as he should, he is going to switch out the next turn. If he stayed in, I would have just sacked Mudsdale until Raikou took enough damage. But yeah, I go for the U-turn here, weakening Tapu Bulu enough for things like Zam to potentially kill in the late game, or even Sludge Wave Thundurus, which is what I do go into. So Thundurus comes in, and now Raikou is going to be switching. Pressure is not really going to matter at all, but I do go for the Sludge Wave, as he is not leftovers, so I can go into Mean Chow. Again, HP Ice is very obvious. Even if he went for Thunderbolt, it seemed I could take it. But I go for the U-turn once again, and now is the time to sack Mudsdale. So I do go into Mudsdale, as he does go for the Hidden Power. Oh, he goes for the Thunderbolt this time. But now he can go for the Hidden Power Ice, potentially killing Mudsdale off. And instead of going for the Earthquake or Close Combat or any move, I actually spam Stealth Rocks. And the reason why I spam Stealth Rocks is because Thundurus can only really set up on Raikou. It couldn't kill Raikou from full, but basically Raikou is pretty much the only thing I was comfortable with taking a hit with Thundurus. Hidden Power Ice does not kill. It does just over half, I believe. Not even a crit, I think, can kill Thundurus from full. Mew, I don't want Mew to set up. I'm not Nasty Plot, so Thundurus couldn't really beat that if it does have the soft boil. Bulu, I couldn't risk getting Stone Edge hit or crit at that point in the game. And then obviously I do not want to take hits from Mega Sharpedo. So I need Raikou alive in order to set up with it, as that is exactly what I do. So he goes for the Empire Ice, and that does just over half, as I do go for the Agility. And I suppose there were other ways to win this match. Again, Scarf Me and Cho was actually very great this game. Sash Zam, also very good. I do go for the Agility though. I do not want to allow Mew to set up. I go for the Sludge Wave, killing off the Raikou. And now Turk makes a very good play. He goes into Mew, scouting for the Electrium Z, and then doubles and back out into Tapu Bulu. So very good play on that part, as I do just go for the Electrium Z. But that Stealth Rock damage is key in weakening Mew with just regular Thunderbolts. Tapu Bulu is gone. And now Mew can come out and basically take a Thunderbolt, which is going to do a clean over 40%, even if he does defensive. And yeah, his whole only play at this point in the game is to go for a Psychic and kill me with a crit. He pretty much had to get a max roll with Psychic at this point in the game to kill me. He told me after the match that his Mew wasn't running any special attack investment, and only a max roll killed Thundurus at this point in the game. But even if it didn't kill, even if it did kill Thundurus, I did have the Sash Dam in the back, as well as the Scarf Mienshao. But unfortunately for him, Thundurus is able to live and pretty much able to pick up another kill in the game, as I do go for the Thunderbolt. As now Mega Sharpedo can come out. If it has the Protect, it will be able to live an extra turn. Basically, he needs 2 Protects. He needs a double Protect in order to win the game. But not even to win the game. He needs a double Protect in order to kill Thundurus. And that's very unlikely at this point. And Thundurus is basically able to pick up the last kill of the match. But yeah, definitely a good game to Turk. Very good prediction in predicting the Electrium Z on the Thundurus and doubling out and sacking Bulu. He didn't know if I was Sash Dam, so he was playing. I'd say he was playing alright. Probably trying to get a Sharpedo win in the end game, but regardless, you know, good game, man. What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something else. It'll come to me later. But thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more Hive content, because you know we're gonna try to win the championship this season. So as we do every season. But regardless, thank you guys for watching, and stay tuned for more content.